Tavalchiri Varish. This is SimCity. Chris Coreline, once again, hijacking the Bastards YouTube channel with excessive punctuation. So, when last we spoke, it was the morning. I was slightly hungover. It's now the early afternoon, and I'm slightly less hungover. Still haven't had breakfast, though, because there is no breakfast. But yes, welcome back to Strasbourg Isles. The jewel of this as yet unspoiled region. Only very slightly spoiled. Oh, he's a meek merchant. If you need some meek, you would go here. It's quite cute. It's nice how things sort of develop into fairly organic little city kind of... I know that's the whole point of the game, but it's nice that it happens organically. Cadatort. Ask me later, because I don't have the money to build additional oil derricks at this time. I am going to have to build a police station, so I will get some rewards for building a police station. Quests are pointless, but do give you very small amounts of money. This wasn't the best, really. Anyway, it is irrelevant because there is no industrial demand. So really at this stage we're going to see this money is based on the income from taxation, really less the expenses. It doesn't take into account exports, which is based around basically supply and demand functionality. So every 1,000 units you will earn 5 grand. Every 2 days we will earn an additional 5 grand that will come out of nowhere and just double my cash pot. And this is where we start to basically snowball. I'm going to build and build and build and just... Well, not build and build and build, because as I believe I mentioned earlier, if you do that, your city will die. No exceptions. You swap some low income for some medium income by putting a very strategically placed nature park exactly between... Actually, that's wide enough for a fancy one, isn't it? Well, let's think about that. Too much crime, people are moving out. That's bad news. How much are police? 30. How are our bonds? Clean. Right, let's borrow some money and arrest some mooks. Oh geez, police station is large. This would be a really good place for it actually, because this area is not going to help much. Plenty of room to expand as well. So it's quite hard to see how it lays itself out. I think this is the flat end with the bit at the top of the screen currently is where the parking lot is. So that's the bit where you can't really build out anymore. Yeah, okay. Do it. So why I was worried about that is that when we put down jail cells... Oh no. No, we're okay. We can put down jail cells. See, I don't really want to expand this way too hard because this is going to be quite nice land, so... Okay, well maybe I could... Again, cheap roads, good drawing tool, good for leaving yourself little reminders. So, I could really do... Yeah. That sim is delighted. So we've got an apartment complex. Is that medium wealth or low wealth? I think it's low wealth. Town, is that... Leaving this town full of death. I'd really love to be able to put it there. That would make my life so much better. Anyway, it's expensive. It's 20. Okay, I can afford it. Again, it's not a bad idea clustering services, one around big roads so that their service wagons can get out quickly. Also, they're good for filling up space. I mean, realistically, what am I going to put here? I'm going to extend this road round. I'm going to have low density, might make it the high wealth area here. So, for the meanwhile, let's use... So this is super messy, but... Oh, what is your problem already? Oh, you just finished building, you bastard objects. So you can see what I mean about them. This is a perfect block. This is our first perfect block. And if you build, and you'll notice that this is kind of similar in size to the space laid out by this. So this is what we're aiming for. Perfect saturation of houses like this. Oh god, it's abandoned already. Anyway. But they have built themselves off center because I didn't think to shut them off using this road. I might... Hang on. Right, lads. Down tools. Go. Damn it. Meh. Oh, you fill me with so much anger. Well, at least we've got some partial density here. So electricity is still standout, excellent. Oil well, 2,400 barrels a day. That's a shed ton. So let's take a look at expanding this out. So really we're going to be paying a lot of extra attention here to exactly how many of these things we can fit. And yes, they're too expensive right now. They are. 10 grand. So you can see where we're going. Also, you'll notice that you have a total. So we can fit 10 here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fill this area here. So let's make good on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. Service roads can connect with railroads. I don't really know what the purpose of that is. I think delivery trucks get better routing? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Wow. Okay, so now, with our oil machine gradually spinning up, it's time for us to think about the future. And I think in this case the future is to sue for good density as quickly as possible. We just got our first office under construction. We'll come and take a look at that in the morning, I think. So demand really is for the it's for residential. So this space is kind of fallow, so I'm just going to be a bit more aesthetic with this. Oh, whoops. Oh. More haste, less speed, as my granny used to say. Just take off guides. I want to do this without evicting anyone. Right, well, one of you's going to have to die. The Hall residence. Or the Martin residence. The Martins are unhappy. So in an unsurprisingly Orwellian gesture, I am going to disappear them. Goodbye. That's not really game design, that's just me being a very questionable human being. Again, not perfect. You see what I mean about this game really catering to people who like their attention to detail. I am not one of those people. Ugly. Okay, that looks so much better. Yes! Get in! Am I going to try and make this medium wealth? There's demand. There's a very small amount of demand for it. And by very small, I mean like 50% of the window. But okay, so that's going to be a little street of pleasant Guardian reading people. Quinoa sales will be up. You want to throw a giant block party all night, man. Do it. Easy 25 grand. Which should clear a bond down for us. So, this is good. Upgrade roads to increase density. That means these guys have satisfied everything they need to satisfy to go up to the next level of housing. So, let's fulfill their wish. Boom. Boom. Headshot. Yeah. It's a flipping development fest. And of course, it goes without saying that the density of the building informs the population, so these buildings will hold more than their smaller areas. Look at this. Isn't it adorable? Leaky Lake, studio apartments. Bed sits. It's not going to improve our traffic situation any, but ooh. Okay, well, if you guys are insisting on using That low density street. Let me make it a bit less low density. A crime wave, eh? So we can add kind of squad cars to the police station. It increases its functional capability of hunting down criminals. Catching the crims before they threaten our quinoa supplies. So we're kind of in a good position here to increase industrial density, but it just doesn't seem to be the market for it. See, we're ready to expand means that they have everything they need to go up a level. Why did this stop being... There we go. That might put a bit of stress on the old power. Big industrial plants take a lot of power. And here's the 38th national bike with 0 shoppers. Oops. No. Oops. Oh, God. I need to go back to WoW or something. I'm not very good at this game. Look at this little street. Isn't it adorable? This. We have some high wealth demand. I think this is perfect high wealth territory. Let's do it. Lots of high low wealth demand, so let's put a little, don't know, strip mall, you could say. Back here. Permission to build a gambling house. Gambling is a bad idea. It turns your city into a crime fountain. Great way to make money, poor way to make friends. So, we have high wealth demand, and I'm going to put a strip of housing here. I'm going to go into pause mode, because I really want our first developments to be the right sort of people. Oh my God, those things are massive. And they won't even fit. Yeah, Plaza's much more optimal. So, again, take a slice out of my own book, switch guides back on. Just draw some intersection lines where we'll be kind of gridding this area off. I think that is... Okay, so that's not going to be a valid grid here. So this will be park space or building space. Likewise, I don't think... Oh, maybe it will. It will. Okay, perfect. So this is going to be the nice neighborhood. This will be where the Daily Mail readers live. Safe on their little islands. It's very topical, isn't it? For the crack, I may introduce some low wealth workers into it later and watch the fun. So notice that's really not improved density because there's no houses yet here. So let's swap back, and a lot of these things will only improve. Look at that, the land value area when there's two of them to define a circle between which the high wealth area exists. Pro tip. Well, amateur tip. Hashtag amateur tip. Comment, like, subscribe. La 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 la. And look at that, we got our first mansion. So this road's now redundant. Oh, no it's not. Oh, that's a pain in the arse, isn't it? Is this the same? It is. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? I'll fix that during a pause break when I have a... Whoa! Don't leave the deleting thing selected, you monster. Oh, wow, look, offices. What's this? Oh, I failed rubbish. These things are really handy. I can't afford them. Incinerators very slowly burn rubbish out of your rubbish tips, which are grand because recycling is very expensive. It's actually an entire city specialization. Sorry, it's not. That's a total lie. But it is 111,000 simoleons. Now, how are we doing? People are protesting that there was no education. Okay. That is something I can fix. It is actually something I'd quite like to fix. Grade school, 16,000. Good for medium wealth. Also a massive cash drain. Huge cash drain. How are we looking from a... yeah, so... Here? You can't see that because the cursor doesn't show up. Allow me to illustrate. Here? Let's do it and never look back. Edumacation. And that's a bad idea because the education building does actually expand in that direction. So let's do another kind of... Oh no 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 oil. So I can put it in here if I want my kids to grow up next to an oil derrick. Or I can make a better plan. I could put it right here because the expansion for this should still allow... Still, it's not super efficient though, is it? Schools cover a large area, so... Well, they cover an infinite area with school buses. Oh, bloomin' curvy roads. Yeah, so here's a perfect block into which a school would fit. Let's check out our land value. Oh, So that's basically the edge of where we're going to be able to put high value stuff. Train station's going to go here, so maybe if I squeeze a school right in there, it'll get a contiguous zone here and we can get some more medium wealth. I don't know if I still have the money for it. Yeah, 16. I screwed up. I screwed up bad. Oh, it's quite large actually, isn't it? No jokes, please. I could put it down here, but I'm not interested in medium wealth down here. And I quite like these to expand. The city is very, very tight. Because of all this water, there's quite a lot of space actually taken up, and because the way the wind forces all the industrial onto this nice, vaguely square island, you end up really quite ensmalled. Don't bother looking that up, I guarantee you it is a word. Oh, I'm still in pause mode. Whoops. I suppose here is the best possible bet. And then have all the space behind it become a kind of middle-class enclave. Four-way road, not interested in that. There's a way I can make that a bit more. So I could do that, which would make it a perfect square from here. Yeah, we'll just build along there, really. I just want to try and avoid coming right up against the edge of the city. So two choices with regards to our cardinal lines here. We have here, so a perfect block occurs here, or here, so a perfect block occurs here. Either way, we've got a bit of leftover space. Quite like the idea of pushing in here, and it's a good point to bear in mind that the school is not a Euclidean building. It's not a perfect square. So, school. See what I mean? It's vaguely rectangular. Even now, we can't really fit it in 100%. Now, that's perfect. That is perfect. Traffic concerns? Yeah, sure, whatever. Boom. It is done. School buses are how you get your long-distance plebs. You get one to yourself, sir. Look at that for a mansion. Now, education is underway. Now, I don't want to over-educate because this is always going to be a... what was that? No shoppers. Yeah, but didn't you want tourists? I liked you better when you were medium density. When you are medium density. I liked you better when you were small medium density. What's wrong with mom and pop shops? Hey. Thanks, Obama. Now, we've gone down a fair bit after building that school, and that really does happen every single fucking time. And we have a sliver of industrial demand, so let's use that as an excuse to do a bit of renovation up top. So this has got itself into a double line situation as well. Look, there's a congruence here, so... This is going to be our main road. I'd love... Love another one up here. Or better yet... Oh, curvy roads, you are the devil. You are the devil, the devil. Why aren't you drawing straight? point here. Now, I really want this to go straight again. And this isn't the best idea, because really you want these roads to have... they count as medium density, so it's good to have them so that they can be built on at either side. This is a big lump. This is the problem. Look how lumpy it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now that might look messy, but it's not. Trust me. Okay, so with low density, that was probably overkill, but sure. Mansion of dough. There's probably space for a third here. Let's see what the land values say. Let's see what the demand says. There is still space for a third mansion here. These people are going to get pissed off that they don't have shopping. No, they are not yet pissed off that they don't have shopping. Although focusing on satisfying a 10% bar when I have a 100% bar right next to it is foolishness. I want to get rid of that service road, and I do actually want to build along this back path. What does the oil mister? What does Mr. Oil say about that? Mr. Oil says that would be okay. So, good lad. Right. Here we are. Here we are now. So again, frustratingly, these are very slightly rectangular. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be able to pump this place dry. This patch. Natural, organic, clean industry. Lads. That's the most legit thing I have seen since I have woken up. Well, we're back. Oh, rain. No one likes the rain. And they've got the UK motorway sign as well. Bless them. Oh, but the interstate thing beside it. Ah, very clever. Hedging your bets. Well, we're back up over 1,000. We're 1,600. The oil industry is really starting to kick in. We're coasting at 5 figures. We have a full gamut of wealth in our area. Robber barons have their own little island to themselves. Maybe one day we can work together to sink it. We have some honest, hard-working folk. Some Guardian readers. And 2 functioning offices. There's no point in insulting offices. I just wanted to check what the problem with that one was. Shopping strip. Another shopping strip. No high wealth demands yet for commercial, but still low wealth demand. A thriving industrial segment. And over halfway towards becoming a commuter belt city. So with that in mind, it seems like a good place to leave it for the afternoon. Good night, everybody.